Howdy y'all, welcome back to Cam Shack Productions. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my suggestions where you could spend spring break 2022 here in Utah. The Utah outdoors are some of the most amazing and wonderful places you could possibly be. I have a few different locations and I'll break them down based on where they're located in Utah. So let's dive into this. Let's get started with Moab, Canyonlands, and the surrounding area. Well, we can't talk about Moab without talking about its most famous location, Arches National Park. Arches is an absolutely incredible location, but it is always busy and you need to make sure you have your reservations. I personally can never get enough of all of the beautiful arches and the sheer scale of everything around you. It's absolutely amazing. If you do visit this park, I would highly recommend you pay attention to some of the small things, the detail in this amazing location. And if you have the opportunity, get off the beaten path. Go and hike the tunnel. It's one of my favorite places in Arches and very rarely has people. While you're in the area, I would highly suggest making a stop at Dead Horse State Park. It is one of the most incredible locations for a sunrise or sunset. And it is directly on the way into Canyonlands, one of my favorite places in all of Utah. Canyonlands National Park is broken into three distinctive areas. Island in the Sky, which is what you're looking at now, the Needles, which we'll be covering next, and the Maze District, which is closer to the San Rafael Swell and Goblin Valley. The Island in the Sky section of the park has easy access to several amazing overlooks and great views, and is also one of the more popular locations in this area. The weather can change quickly and it can go from warm to cold, and you never know what will blow in instantly. If you want to visit Mesa Arch, which is one of the more popular locations, I would highly recommend that you're there very early in the morning, at least an hour and a half before sunrise. Otherwise, it will turn into what you will call a zoo in the outdoors. Take a look at this. This is the Needles District of Canyonland. It's called that because of all of the strange rock formations that end up looking like needle points. The Needles District is definitely one of the more remote locations and is a place where if you want to get away from people and are willing to hike long miles, you can get out into some of the most amazing country you'll ever see. I really love this location, but you do have to be adventurous, and it is a great place to get out in the backcountry. And everything you see here will absolutely blow your mind. I would highly recommend the Needles District. Next, we're headed over to Goblin Valley and the San Rafael Swell. Goblin Valley is one of the most unique places you'll ever visit. It seems like it is completely out of this world. There are these giant hoodoos that just layer the entire landscape, and it is a great place for kids. I also love all of the free camping in the San Rafael area. This campground is absolutely free, and there's plenty of dispersed camping that you can find throughout the entire area. It really is a place where if you want to get off the grid and away from people and just hang out with friends, it's easy to do. You can also just wander out onto the rock and explore all that it has to offer. Goblin Valley is not dog friendly, but the surrounding area in the San Rafael Swell is definitely doggy approved. Next, we're headed off to Natural Bridges National Monuments and Valley of the Gods. Natural Bridges is one of those places that when you look around, it just blows your mind why more people aren't there. It's one of the most overlooked places in Utah and is a really, really fun place to hike around. You can get down to several of the bridges. You can also see them from viewpoints up above, depending on your skill level. Just a little further south from Natural Bridges National Monument is Valley of the Gods. There's a great little cut-through road that you can take. Most vehicles will have no problem handling this road, and then there's great rock formations throughout the entire area. There's also a lot of amazing free dispersed campsites. Surely a place you don't want to miss. Next, we're headed to Escalante, probably my most favorite place in all of Utah. Whether you're driving along the old Highway 12, checking out Lower Calf Creek Falls, or driving down the Hole in the Rock Road, this place is absolutely amazing. There are wonderful dispersed campsites that are free along the roadside, and you cannot beat the sunrises and sunsets. Escalante is also full of slot canyons and some of the most amazing backpacking you can do in all of Utah. We found a really nice campsite at Reflection Canyon. The overhangs are massive, and I can't believe how many of them there are. You've got arches mixed into this, and you'll even find some good old-fashioned Native American ruins tucked right in the middle of these wonderful canyons. Escalante is a dream. It has hikes to match all different skill levels, and just a little bit further west is Bull Valley Gorge. This is one of the deepest narrows I've been in quite some time. It is definitely not for the faint of heart, but it is well worth the effort, and I can tell you, you will not believe how deep you can get in this canyon. If getting deep and dark isn't your style, you can cruise over to Willis Creek and check out an amazing little narrows. It's really fun, and I could see this being an extremely family-friendly place. If slot canyons and narrows aren't your thing, and you're looking for something very family-friendly, you can always head over to Kodachrome State Park. This is Angel's Point, and it is one of the most spectacular views you have ever seen. I can totally understand why this is named after the Kodak Film Company. The colors are spectacular. Overall, I think the goal is just to get outdoors. Hopefully this video was helpful, and you will remember this spring break to just get outside and spend time with people you love. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and may your path this spring break lead you up and to where you want to go. Be well, my friends. All right, let's talk about something. The smell of rain. Wow. Love it. Everything here smells very cedary. It's really nice. It's just clean and fresh and awesome. Yeah.